I'm gonna make fun of you every time I walk out the door. Every time I go in the door, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Well,
I don't
just
care.
like I'm gonna do you.
Why I look ugly on the internet or something? Talking about something. They always be saying, everybody always be like, oh my God, you look so much prettier in person. What do you look like on the internet? Bitch, I'm pretty in general. What do I look like on the internet? They said throw it back before I leave. You want me to throw it back? Should I do it? Do it one time. No.
The entertainment industry is a very, very harsh place, man. They love you today and you're going tomorrow and they replace you with somebody else. That's just the entertainment life, right? You know, I often say that they're selling a dream to you. They're selling an illusion. So they get these people and they powder them up and they do all kinds of stuff to them. They totally transform them in order to sell that illusion to you to create this image or this illusion of something that's greater than you. So that way you can look up to it, right? You could say, well, I can strive to be like this, right? But the whole time is an illusion. That's what they do. That's how they lure you in. That's how they get you doing all kinds of, cutting your face up, getting your big butts, going out robbing, stealing, and unaliving just to get something, because all the things that's presented to you, right? These things that they download into your mind. And that's why I say be careful with these athletes, these entertainers, and all these things that you're being socially engineered to believe that's real, right? It's separate from real life. So today I'm talking about when you see these women come into the industry, they coming in natural, pretty faces, pretty bodies, right? And then about 6-7 years into the industry, even before that, they're totally transformed and enhanced. And all of a sudden, they start looking like something that they're not, right? So today I'm talking about Glorilla. We saw the images, we saw Glorilla where how she looked as a young girl in the hood down there in Memphis, right? And she was a girl that always had a problem with her looks. She didn't think that she was pretty enough, right? And, people in the industry would say all kinds of, some people would say she was pretty. Some people would say some disparaging things. But then you had men that would get online and they would say this.
I think she's medium ugly, too.
She's below,
Talk about that,
She's
bro.
below medium ugly.
I think Glorilla
In a natural?
Nah, don't disrespect Glorilla
I'm
like
sorry,
that,
I
bro.
have to. I mean, I'm not saying she's ugly. She's below medium ugly, though.
That's ugly, ain't it?
Damn.
That's what you said to me. You said I was below
I
medium
mean,
ugly.
if you do say it's below medium ugly, that means you saying it's
She's
like,
in that limbo
Damn.
between ugly and medium ugly. Like you said,
Can't
that
be low
decent,
ugly.
but undecent.
she's muggly.
She's undecent.
Ugly.
Yeah, this nigga sick.
I feel like she's pretty.
The wigs and all the waking up to her no hair.
I would've liked
Yeah.
that.
You
gotta think about that.
Yeah. What
I
you
say,
say?
y'all got your preferences though. You know what you want to wake up to and what you don't.
Yeah, I mean, but
That's not it.
everybody is a little ugly when they wake up.
But
Got a
like-
little crush. You might have a little drool on your cheek. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
you look over and you see like a pug face. You know?
You saying go this is an undecent pug.
I'm not calling her a pug. That was just an example. Those are unrelated.
Oh,
I'm not.
right.
I mean, pug
no,
is
no.
crazy.
So people will see people talk like that, and then they'll go and say, well, this is why we do it. Because you men are always talking about our hair. You always talking about our butts. You always talking about we're not good enough, right? So they make the excuses as to why they go mutilate their faces, why they go mutilate their bodies, and all these things. Where really, you have the one argument saying it's your body, your choice. But then you go and do this. So we saw all these things happen with Nicki Minaj. We saw the before and after with Nicki Minaj. We saw the before and after with Vivica Fox. It was one of the beautifulest women we ever saw, right? We saw the before and after with Tamar Braxton, right? When Tamar first came into the industry, and then what she looked like now, right? We also saw Lala Anthony. Now, Lala Anthony was a woman that every man wanted. Oh my God. Right? In the 90s, oh my God. Right? And then look what she done did to herself, right? We done saw, we done saw them all, right? So, and this is what I'm saying. We saw all of these women go and make this transformation, right? And who they really was, to me, they didn't like themselves because they started to transform in order to fit in a society where they deem the men like these kind of women. So now if you're putting on all this stuff to look like those women, the men just gonna go get the women you trying to look like, right? it gets crazy, right? Let's look at what Cardi B was saying about her nose. And we saw the Cardi B before and the Cardi B now, right? Let's look at this.
Like, looks a little bit stiff because she just got it done. You have to wait a year so your nose could settle. So it goes from this and then it goes like that all the way. Like, I don't know if y'all look at my pictures from 2020 after WAP when I got my nose done. My nose looked crazy for like 6-7 months and I was panicking. I was about to put my doctor on blast, like, this up. But, and then while my nose was recovering, y'all was dragging me as well. And while y'all was dragging me, it made my head go crazy because, they put you on medication for like 2-3 months, depending on your pain level. So, and then look at my nose now. Bitch, beautiful. Beautiful. Because, I have my daddy nose. Long, like a, you know what I'm saying? Now, it calmed down. So I really want y'all to know this. Be gentle when somebody come on social media and that they just got their nose done. Be very gentle because they are on medication, pain medication, and they just did a very different transition. People been.
Well, see, I always like Glorilla. I always felt like she was down to earth and she was herself, right? When she came on there, she was authentic stuff. Like, I don't have a problem with getting the teeth done, but her nose was intact. She didn't get her booty done. She was just regular, right? You ain't got to be the biggest fan of her music, but she was just a regular girl from Memphis, man, doing her, right? And I was cool with that. So when she was on Club Shay Shay, they asked her, well, what would be the one thing you would do when you get your money? She said this.
So when you got the check, what was one of the first things you bought?
I had got my teeth done.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I had some choppers in my mouth.
Huh?
I had some choppers in my mouth. My real teeth were like baby shark, and so I got my veneers.
Oh, you have some shark teeth?
I had some baby shark teeth.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got them things? Look at that, the pearly white now. Did you always, because like I always remember, like when I was growing up, I always said if I ever got some money, the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to the dentist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get these things because I'm in people's face too much.
Exactly. Like, well, your teeth is a big part of your experience.
You never gonna call me cavity creep. Nah. So I'm talking about, I talk about people, and how you gonna talk about people and you got a raggedy mouth. Because that's the first, you talking, people see your mouth. So I'm like, hey, I gotta get that thing done.
Your teeth is like probably the biggest part of your appearance.
But again, when it comes to the pressure of the industry and trying to stay up with the current times, a lot of these women, they succumb to the industry and you see them just turning into something else. Like, and as they get older, like a Vivica Fox, that stuff don't work. They look crazy in the face. Did you guys see Tamar Braxton and what she looked like now? Unbelievable. And I used to always ask the question, how come all these women, every time they go to Hollywood or every time they get into the industry, this is what they turn into? Did y'all see the pictures of Nicki Minaj, how gorgeous she was? Before she really got on, those images when she first was with Young Money, before she got all the stuff done. Oh, what's her name? Onika, how she really looked. She was gorgeous to me. She didn't need none of that stuff. None of it, right? And the sad part is they promote this image to you in order to sell products, right? Because the industry want to use them to social engineer you so they can sell products. And a lot of times, man, if you meet a lot of these people, you meet the real person, not the character, they probably real good, down-to-earth people, man. But this industry turn you into a monster, right? So now, Glorilla, because she's dating Brandon Ingram, the basketball player, she feels like she has to compete with all the bad bees, and she's in the process of making her transformation.
So have y'all seen the new Glorilla? She done went and got her everything done. Her whole face is different. Her skin color is different. She look like that. She don't look like that no more. Y'all, why as soon as they get some money, they go change their looks? They be so insecure about their face, their bodies, and every damn thing. But one thing is work. When she have a baby, that baby gonna come out looking like the old Glorilla, not the new one. So when she get with a dude, and he think he having a baby, and the baby gonna come out looking like him and the new Glorilla, and that baby come out looking like him and the old Glorilla, it might be a problem. Because, baby, when that nose pop out, it's going to pop out. Y'all got to go see her. Just go see her. She looked totally different. Like,
now, as you can see her here, they're talking about her transformation as to what she used to look like and what she looks like now. And listen, she's dating a basketball player. He has like a $200 million deal. All these women now are dating their athletes. You got Megan Thee Stallion with Klay Thompson, and you got all these women. They're trying to lock in these $100 million guys, right? Because the regular guy, they can't do the 9-to-5 guy. The 9-to-5 guy is not good enough for them. Everything is about money, and it's not even about the guy they're dating. It's about them showing off to their peers that I got something better than you. I got this. I'm doing good, right? I'm above and beyond. These are the things. This is the day and time that we're in, and these people are willing to do anything. They're willing to. Man, integrity is out the door. Standards is out the door. Everything now is about what other people think about you. Look what I got. Hey, I'm here. I've arrived. And now the standard is fake butts, lightening up your skin, cutting all into your body, all this, right? And then when black men complain about it, you blame black men, right? But there's some women online saying this.
A post about how black women are upholding this whole texturism thing in the black community, how we're the only ones complaining about certain textures. We're the only ones complaining about, not being able to manage our hair. Why are black women commenting talking about, oh, it's black men fault? What men got to do with the fact that you don't like your hair? Mind you, as a black woman, I have never met a black man who did not like natural hair. But for those of you who have, I offer, what I'll even be around.
Glorilla got her nose done. I seen a think piece saying that people talk trash about how certain black people's features are, and they are part of the reason why these people have the insecurities of why they feel like they need to go get the work done. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put that on us. Don't put that on us. The truth of the matter is everybody gets picked at. Everybody. It doesn't matter how valid the stuff that people find the critique is, people still do it, right? And it's your job to have enough self-esteem and love for yourself that the stuff that people say about you go in one ear and go out the other, right? It's not our fault that you're internalizing what people are saying about you. You're never going to stop people from saying something about you. Again, the stuff that they be saying don't even have to be valid or even make sense. But they're going to talk. They're going to talk before the surgery. They're going to talk after the surgery. They're going to talk, and you're not going to ever stop that. So trying to blame people for people's insecurities as to why they went and signed they name on a piece of paper saying that they was willing to die to change stuff about themselves, that's not our fault. That's not our fault. All right. You know how many people I done had throughout my lifetime talk about my cheeks, try to make me feel bad because I had fat cheeks. And when I was younger, I used to let it bother me until I got older and I realized that my fat cheeks is half of the reason why I'm about to be 40 years old and I still look the way I do, because it gives you a youthful look. That's the reason why people out here getting their cheek filled. That's the reason why people are putting filler in their face so that they can look younger, because that's what having fatter cheeks does, right? It gives you a more youthful look. So something that people have constantly tried to make me feel bad about is something that people are paying to get done now, right? But I could have let these people get to me and be like, oh my God, I hate my cheeks. I hate my cheeks. I'm going to go under the knife and get... Never. You never going to make me feel bad about what God created. He did this. He did his thing on this, right? I ain't got no complaints. And I absolutely ain't never going to go sign my name on no paper saying that I'm willing to die to change something. It'll never be that serious. To impress who? For who? Because it definitely ain't for me. Because I live this life in this body just fine. So the stuff that people get on here and say about me, it doesn't matter.
And I'll say this. There are men out here that love natural women. When I first met my wife was wearing weave. And my wife's hair is very long without the weave. And I told her, I said, I don't like hair weaves. I don't like hair weaves. And she tried to run that on me. Y'all always say y'all don't like hair weaves, but y'all always deal with women that wear hair weaves. And my rebuttal to her was, that's because the majority of our women wear weaves. So if you want to actually be with a black woman, a lot of times you have to deal with the woman that wear the weave. But I'm telling you, as my woman, this ain't what I like. Just because a man will go have sex with you, that don't mean that he want to hitch his wagon to you. No, you need to separate options for opportunities. Just because a man want to sleep with you, don't mean that, because you look at Nicki Minaj, right? She got all the money, she got all the enhancements, and she's married to Kenneth Petty, right? You're doing all this, and they say they got to have all this, but you ain't got the guy. You don't have the guy that's making more money than you or meeting you where you are. No, you don't, right? You look at Cardi B. Cardi B got all that done, and she's a side John to a football player that's having 1,000 kids all in 1 week, right? So we already know that part don't work. It's all a smoke screen. It's all a joke, man. So for me, over time, we've been married 25 years, together 27. After about 6 months into the relationship, I got her to 86 to weave. She hasn't worn a weave since she's been with me. She wears her natural hair out. That's what I like. And I told her, you don't need it. I took her up in the mirror one day and I said, what do you see? Do you see what I see? And she was like, what do you mean? I said, what do you see? Oh, I got this because this is my protect my hair. I ain't trying to hit none of that hair protection crap. No, we ain't doing that. So she fought a little bit, but after a while, she let it go. And it's been over 20 years. She ain't had that crap in her hair since. And she's just as beautiful without it. She didn't need it. And those are my standards for myself. Those are the standards that I'm not looking for a woman that wears that. And I'm telling you, young women out here, you listen to Uncle George. Just because a man is asleep with you don't mean he wants you. And stop thinking that men out here don't like natural. They do. There's a lot of men out here that like natural women. Right? So now when you put that stuff in your head and then the man go get the woman that got the real thing, then you want to be mad that way. So all I'm saying is this Hollywood stuff is garbage, man. They selling an image to you, man, and they got a lot of women. You could clearly see these women mutilating their faces, and then there's the next woman in line waiting to go do it too, because she's willing to do anything to have that spot in Hollywood. She's willing to do anything to have that spot in show business. But what happened when they don't love you no more? What happened when all that stuff started to dry up? You still stuck with all that stuff that you done did to yourself, that you can't remove. You can't remove. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, everybody got their own standards. Some women like, women come and say, well, I don't like short guys. I'm a short guy. I got to deal. I got to hold that. Some women say they don't like broke guys. They don't like fat guys, right? Y'all can have all the standards you want. But when a man say, hey, I don't like hair weaves, or I don't like BBLs, all of a sudden it's the end of the world and you got to complain. No. Your son, listen, women, your sons out there have every right to have his own standards without ridicule. If he don't like BBLs, if he don't like hair weaves, you got to shut up, because that's his right to not like that. The same way it's your right to not like short guys. It's your right to not. He got to be 6'2" with a 10-inch dick, right? And to make a whole bunch of money. And the guy got to just hold that, right? So if he say, okay, fair enough, I don't like hair weaves, it shouldn't be a word in the room. Okay, he's just not the one for me then. That's it. That's what it should come to. We shouldn't have to go do all this stuff that we doing to enhance yourself in order to feel like you got to fit in, man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Until next time, peace.